Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is a random read. This is not for any sign specific, but it will pertain to you at the moment you look at it. This is for those of you who are in a place of defense, where this is your theme. And so, with defense here, I feel like you are on guard, or you may be struggling with something that you're dealing with, or that you may need to deal with, or perhaps that you don't want to deal with at all. This is also about protection. You are trying to protect something, trying to keep something under control. This is also about you defending yourself with this energy. Now, I wanted more information. We do have a Celtic Cross spread here I'm going to get into, but I wanted more information, so I pulled another deck. And at the bottom, you have challenging times, which is the Five of Wands. So there's a focus on some issues that you're dealing with, or some issues that are coming up where you may need to act upon them, and you may be struggling with how to act upon them. You may be looking at what action you can take to diffuse something, what actions to take to protect yourself, because here he has a shield in front of him as if to be a soldier. But this also speaks to a form of defense. So again, there is something you're challenged with. Now with the five here, there's the ability to change it by the action you choose to take, but also with this being a five, there could be several things happening that require your attention, or that you are experiencing some issues around and looking to address or change or diffuse. And so it puts you in a place of defense. You could be also experiencing where you're in competition or strife with others, or there may be strife around you that you find yourself involved with. Now, what also came out is you do have listen. This is number 2, which is the High Priestess. So it's possible that you could be discovering something, or trying to reorientate yourself to adjust or adapt in some way. But this is about you either following your intuition, or you could be struggling with following your intuition. Your intuition could be telling you to do something or prompting you, and you may be struggling with following or heeding that intuition due to your concern with doing so, because it may not line up with what's going on in your world, but it's actually lining up with your soul instead. And so you're struggling about whether or not to pay attention and heed your intuition, or to find yourself focused on the mundane, what's going on in your physical world instead. Now, it's also possible with listen here. This is a time where it's important for you to pay attention and notice and hear what's going on around you, perhaps more than it is a need for you to speak. So it's like listen before you speak, or listen before you do something, so that you can have wisdom in the situation. But there's a need to listen in order for you to find wisdom, or to apply wisdom to the situation. What also came out is rest and reconsideration. And This here is also Wands energy, and it's a 9. So perhaps what you are struggling with is how to put something to rest and consider all things in order to do so as best as you can. But also, this could be about you needing to rest, take a break, to recharge your batteries, to take care of yourself, to give yourself a little TLC. Okay? But this here is an energy of feeling tired. And that may be what you are fighting as well, is whether or not to heed that call of your soul to rest or to just keep moving despite it. You also have well-deserved reward. This is a 9, but this is the 9 of Pentacles. So with this energy, well-deserved reward, you are trying to build. You want to focus on your comfort. You're focusing on gain. You're trying to not only maintain, but you want to be comfortable. This is also about seeing how you can be resourceful. But this is you focusing on how to gain or maintain what you have gained. Or what can you do to gain in the situation that you're dealing with, where you may be on defense, on guard about it, and it could be challenging. It's a challenging time for you. You're struggling with it. This may be where you're struggling within about a decision to make. But it's like follow and listen to your intuition. You also have the third eye chakra that came out. And with the third eye chakra here, this here is focusing again on your intuition. This is about the wisdom of your intuition, the guidance of your intuition. You could be experiencing some negativity that's going on in your life or within you. But with this third eye chakra, this is about following your intuition, having the foresight, being open to your intuition, to the promptings of your soul. You may be struggling with that, whether or not to follow through. Now, I already shuffled and laid out this spread, and at the bottom of the deck, it's the Five of Swords. So with this as the overall energy and focus, you are dealing with conflict either within yourself, or you may be dealing with disputes going on around you, or you may be involved in those disputes. But with the Five of Swords, this here is issues around communication, or issues around your thoughts. With this Five of Swords, you may be focusing on how to avoid defeat, avoid confrontation. You may be diffusing disputes. With this Five of Swords, you may be seeing what communication you can convey to change whatever problems in communication or understanding that is happening with who you're dealing with or who you're around. The thing is, with the Five of Swords, there can be some cost to you with what you're trying to do to perhaps diffuse or confront something. But also with the Five of Swords, there's a focus on how to have the victory and avoid defeat. And it's a matter of whether or not how you approach this, what plan, or what are you considering, or what are you on guard about? Because with this Five of Swords, this is also speaking to being on guard as well, on the defense. Underneath that is the Six of Cups. So this could be around family, children. This could be regarding someone from the past, something from the past. You may be trying to guard your mind about something that's in the past that has either come forward either in your mind or in your world, and you are trying to guard and protect yourself against it because you want to leave it in the past or because it was troubling to you. Or something is going on where, as it has to do with family or your emotions or someone from the past or something from the past, this could be an ex. You are on guard, you're on the defense with this Five of Swords, where you want to avoid any conflict or you want to confront things to see how you can reconcile it, how you can come up with solutions that bring satisfaction and resolution to you and perhaps to all involved. This could be concerning children as well. But with this Five of Swords energy, this echoes you being on the defense with something. And again, a 5 here. So this could be multiple things coming at you or that you find yourself facing or having to deal with or maybe trying to avoid. Now, others could be fighting around you as well, and you may be trying to see how to address and diffuse that. But this is about focusing on how to protect yourself, whatever is your focus to defend, whether this is you protecting yourself or protecting others, or a communication that you may be having or dealing with where you feel on the defense, where there's a need to guard yourself, or what you're dealing with just could be feeling very challenging to you at this time. Now, where you're at in the present is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So this is nice to see because with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, you're recovering from something. Some of you are recovering in your health where you're getting more rest. You're actually taking the time to rest. Others of you, you're recovering because you are seeing your finances restored. Others of you are coming out of the cold with someone, or someone is trying to come out of the cold with you and reconcile with you or change the predicament between you, or this may be what you're trying to do. But with this Five of Pentacles here, you are focusing on recovering and rebuilding and restoring, and you are doing that. So some of you may have received some money. You may be focusing on your health, getting some rest, or going to the doctor, or someone is trying to come in and no longer be on the outs with you, or you're doing this. But with the Pentacles energy here, this is whatever has to do with your physical material realm, that which you were experiencing some lack or depletion. Your energy could have been depleted and you're focusing on recharging your batteries. But this is about where you're at right now, is you are changing that by seeing some recovery, seeing your situation be rebuilt and you building upon that. But you are recovering. Now your challenge is this Nine of Cups. Now the Nine of Cups talks about, this is feelings and emotions. This could be to do with family or significant relationship, or just you having a focus on something that you are wishing for, hoping for. But also this Nine of Cups could talk about you having a challenge, having an attitude of gratitude, or having a challenge with getting satisfaction around something. The challenge also with this energy is whether or not you could be overindulging or doing something in excess, or if you may not be seeing your wish fulfilled, or you are just not happy right now with this energy. So this is your challenge. You may be challenged with how to make others happy who may be unhappy around you. But this is how do you get satisfaction? The challenge is, how do you get satisfaction? How do you get wish fulfillment? What do you need to do to make yourself happy? That could be what's challenging for you also, is that you may be on guard or on the defense, because the challenge is you may be struggling about making the choice to do something that will actually make you happy over doing something else that won't. And so the question is, are you going to do what makes you happy? Can you do what makes you happy? Or are you not going to choose that? Now, underneath, as the root cause of all of this for you, is the Three of Cups. So with the Three of Cups, this is a three-party situation, or this is you being involved or dealing with others. This could be around the home and family. This could be a significant connection or relationship. But the root cause of this is you socializing or getting together with others and having the focus with this Three of Cups of being able to unite and have harmony, to be able to support each other and have cooperation within that group dynamic. And so your focus is here, how do you get that cooperation and support in that group dynamic where everyone is experiencing a measure of some sort of small achievement or satisfaction to their own soul as well, and even for you. So you also could be focusing on how you can get support and cooperation as well in a situation, because the way you see yourself is the Ten of Swords in reverse. So with the Ten of Swords in reverse, you're focusing on how to avoid ruin with something, or you're seeing yourself able to avoid ruin or tackle something where, or a few things where there's a lot of complications around communication or complications around a plan, or you're just dealing with issues, but also like avoiding ruin, avoiding the worst case scenario here. Okay? This is how you see yourself with this Ten of Swords in reverse. You see yourself as avoiding ruin, avoiding problems and complications with others. Because with this Five of Swords, you're on the defense, you're on guard, you are protecting. Perhaps you're coming to bat for somebody else or for yourself, or someone could be doing this for you. Now, in the recent past, you do have the Chariot. So with the Chariot here, in the recent past, you could have been involved with or dealing with the Cancer or have this energy in your chart. But with the Chariot in the recent past, this was your ability to control things or get something under control, to steer it in the direction you needed it to go, to balance it, to overcome the obstacles that were being presented through the force of your will and your determination, where you focused on being prudent and patient. Perhaps you took the time in the recent past to follow your intuition and to listen to others and hear them out in order for you to properly assess the situation and see how to apply wisdom in the matter, so that you could put something to rest by making sure that you considered the situation to diffuse any defensive attitudes or behaviors that may have been presented to you or in yourself. And also with this Chariot energy, this is about you focusing on having the victory. This is you getting things under control and seeing forward movement in the recent past. You do have the Chariot in the upright here. And so you were able to, through how you practically approach the situation, achieve a well-deserved reward, the reward of seeing forward movement and having victory. with something that was challenging, because there may have been some arguments, or someone could have been upset, or a few people could have been upset, as well as yourself. Underneath that, you have seek the truth, because you sought answers. You sought to understand the situation, so that you could best consider and strategize around it to see how to gain in the situation. Now, what's on your mind about all of this is you do have the King of Pentacles, which is very nice. The King of Pentacles has that Midas touch. The King of Pentacles is the master of his suit, and this is earth energy. So what's on your mind with this King of Pentacles? This could be you or someone that you're dealing with. But if this is you determined to manage things, manage your health, manage your energy, manage your money, manage the circumstances that you see yourself in, or that is being presented to you, by you achieving what you want here and creating the situation that you want to see happen, or that needs to be built in the matter. So with the King of Pentacles, what's on your mind is how you manage this successfully and practically, and being mindful here. And it's in the upright. So with this King of Pentacles, this is you focusing on taking the step back and really trying to avoid any defense. Perhaps you may be trying to bring it into any defensive behavior, and you are on guard or in defense mode yourself with how you can diffuse this energy and put it to rest. With this King of Pentacles, if you were dealing with the King of Pentacles, this was also your attitude, where you were on defense and you are in a confrontation. Maybe this is a communication someone you didn't want to talk to or don't want to be bothered with, but it's unavoidable. And so you're focusing on being on guard and making sure that you're following your intuition about the situation to see how you can put it to rest, or in what way can you be resourceful in the matter to gain what you need in the situation, or to see gain in the situation. But with this King of Pentacles being what's on your mind, this is you being very mature about it, very practical, and very mindful of the situation and who's involved, and mindful about your needs as well in this. Now in the future, you have the Page of Wands. So with the Page of Wands, this is youthful energy. It's in the upright. So this is you embarking with enthusiasm in a new direction. It's possible that you could be getting some news to respond to, or news that makes you excited. It's also possible with the Page of Wands, you could be dealing with, or there could be a situation that involves a child. But either way, with this Page of Wands, this is about taking a new creative action that allows you to go in a new direction, or takes a situation in a new and more positive direction with this Page of Wands. Now, again, this is you, how you see yourself. So there are some complications, there are difficulties that you are experiencing, or that's in your environment, or with who you're communicating with, or where communication is happening around you and with others, in your presence being there. Or if this is even concerning you, this is your focus, is you see yourself seeing how to avoid ruin, making sure that the worst doesn't happen in the situation, with this Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is you trying to address all the complications, and how you can safeguard through what defense, or how you can protect, or what you can do to head things off by you following your intuition. Now, how you're being seen is the Wheel of Fortune in reversed. So with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, this is about changes. Now, you may be being seen by others as someone who is with this Wheel of Fortune, you could be being seen as being resistant or trying to bring about change with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. But others may be seeing that with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, that you are having trouble with making changes. You could be having problems with making positive shifts in what you're dealing with or doing, or that you could be the cause of it. But this is how you're being seen as someone who is trying to change things or not able to change things or experiencing some resistance with this Wheel of Fortune energy. Now, also with the Wheel of Fortune, you could be experiencing issues around an unexpected problem, or timing could be off, or a lack of success here. But this is how you're being viewed. You may be being seen as someone who is trying to protect and safeguard and avoid any negative backlash or avoid anything bad happening that could occur, and you're trying to make some shifts to keep that from happening. Now, what's going on within you, your innermost feelings and emotions, is the Seven of Wands in reverse. So with the Seven of Wands upright, this is about you being on guard, being on the defense, and having the higher ground in the situation, or having the upper hand. So what's going on within you is you may be concerned about whether or not you have the upper hand in this situation, whether or not you can change it, whether or not you can avoid, misfortune. Or you could be experiencing issues with your ability to defend, to guard yourself here with the Seven of Wands. You may be feeling defenseless in this matter. Now, your likely outcome is you do have this Knight of Cups. It's in reverse. So with the Knight of Cups in reverse, there may be an issue with you getting an opportunity, like no opportunity or offer is being given, or you are not extending or giving any opportunity or offer from you. But this is your outcome. Now, with this Knight of Cups, this could be someone that you're dealing with that could have water in their chart, or could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And this is someone that could be coming in that is not offering or extending, or you don't like the offer opportunity that they are extending, or someone may not like the offer opportunity that you may be extending, or this is someone trying to come in that you don't really care for because they're in reverse, right? So that would make them kind of selfish or very emotional, maybe even mean or nasty or self-serving. Or you don't want to receive this cup from this person, or you're not going to give. So let's clarify. But there's an opportunity that either you are going to turn down, or you're going to have a problem with an opportunity or offer, or there's someone that you're dealing with that is not offering, or there's a problem with an opportunity, or opportunity is delayed here. Spirit, tell me more about this Ten of Swords. Tell me more about the Ten of Swords. Thank you. Yeah, there was some worry and concern here. There's some worry, concern, fears, and doubts about the ability to avoid ruin or complications, or where you are coming out of a place of mental anguish about what you were worried about. And with the Eight of Wands, this here is around news or communication, where something is either delayed or not moving, or there's no progress with. And so this is you focusing on how to have progress and bring it into your concerns or worries for yourself or for others. Spirit, tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune, please. Thank you. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is how you're being seen. And this is either you lacking confidence or the ability to create what you want or get what you desire here, because the timing may be off, or it's not divinely timed, or you just are experiencing some sort of unexpected shift where you're getting some resistance here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Now it's possible you could be dealing with someone embodying the Queen of Wands energy who is very pushy and is very destructive in their behavior and attitude, because they are so stuck on their desires in a situation that they end up causing their own negative shifts, or who you're dealing with is causing negative shifts for you. But with this being how you are seeing, and underneath that you do have the Eight of Pentacles. So I do feel that this is more about you trying to work on a situation or work on things and confidently figure out how to create positive shifts and changes in circumstances that you are in or that's around you that are shifting in the wrong direction or in a negative way. Spirit, tell me more about the Seven of Wands. Tell me more about the Seven of Wands. You have Justice. So, and underneath that, the Emperor. And this is clarifying the Seven of Wands in reverse. So, with the Seven of Wands in reverse here, you may be concerned about whether or not you're able to balance something out, whether or not you make the right decision or get the right decision in a matter, or if the right thing can happen here. Underneath that, with the Emperor, this could be involving you dealing with someone embodying a very masculine energy, someone who is very domineering, could be very pushy. But this is you focusing, if this is you, this is you focusing on how to protect, how to manage the situation, to get it under control, to stay focused on how to make things right or how to balance things. Okay, you may be concerned about your ability to do that, or you may be concerned about whether there will be balance or the right thing happen, or you make the right choice as it involves dealing with someone that's an Emperor energy. This could be a father figure, or an ex or a significant other, where you may not want to fight, or you may be trying to figure out how to avoid confrontation, but also you don't want to be defenseless or not have your guard up, because you want balance. You want the right thing to happen here. Now, for some of you, this could be a matter concerning a legal matter. But just know with justice upright, the right thing will happen, whether the consequences fall upon you or someone else. But also with justice here, this is about you wanting to be rational in a situation and have clarity. You also may not may not want to be taken advantage of. And so the concern with the Emperor is whether or not you may need to find the courage to do something, or the motivation, or how can you avoid or bring into any confusion. You also don't want to lack any control or be irresponsible or experience failure in what it is that you are trying to bring order and organization to. And there may be the need to be mindful about whether or not you're being too pushy, or if someone may be trying to be pushy towards you. Now, Spirit, tell me more about this Page of Wands in the future. Thank you. You have the Eight of Pentacles. So with the Page of Wands, this is you working hard to go in a new direction, working hard to come up with a new creative, inspiring action to what you're trying to build or craft. You could be learning something. You could be wanting to try something new. Or you could be, as it concerns work, be going in a new direction concerning work. Or this may be you working on something concerning a child or children. This may be you seeing how to work on something in the future to respond to it. But with the Eight of Pentacles, this is about you paying attention to the details, being very busy, working hard. This also may be concerning your money, how to work on your money and go in a new direction concerning how to build it. You could be working on a creative project and perhaps considering in the future a new direction to go in. Underneath that, you do have the Sun. So I do feel like this is about you positively being able to work on something because you pay attention to the details. You're able to protect yourself, or what this is concerning you needing to defend. The ability to safeguard the situation and take it in a new direction because you are paying attention to the details. You choose to work on and build upon it. And this is you experiencing some sort of positive results or getting contentment or fulfillment in a situation. Or this is you being helpful in a matter or receiving help. This is you having happiness and rejuvenating a situation, or seeing some sort of opportunity, or achieving some sort of small victory after struggle. But this is also having good judgment in a situation. Spirit, tell me more about the Knight of Cups in reverse. Tell me more about the Knight of Cups in reverse, please. Thank you. With the Knight of Cups in reverse, you have the King of Wands. Underneath that is the Seven of Swords. So you may be having a problem with what you're trying to strategize or try to move away from. Okay? But also, you may be looking at a King of Cups person, and you may be trying to determine whether or not they're lying to you, or what they may be trying to get away with, or make sure they're not getting away with anything with you, because you're trying to focus on your intuition, or you're on guard about it, or you're on the defense. But also, this could be you trying to see how you can achieve something that's an opportunity or offer that you have your eyes set on. And with the Seven of Swords, you may be struggling with the strategy, or you may be with the Seven of Swords back and forth with any negative self-talk that you could be experiencing, dealing with, or causing within yourself. But for me, with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, this is like you not being able to get away with something, not being able to escape something. This may be around your inability to escape someone that you don't want to deal with, that you want to keep in the past, and you're on guard and on the defense about them. This may be someone who betrayed you, who lied to you, who hurt you, who deceived you, who was very manipulative. and you don't want to experience that with them, or because of that experience, you are seeing what you can achieve here, or you're monitoring the situation to see what action you can take from a mature standpoint, whereby you can see how to strategize in the situation. But for others of you, there is a problem with your ability to achieve an opportunity or an offer, because there's something wrong with your plan, or you are thinking negatively about the situation. Or there may be a need for you to listen and follow your intuition, or see how to diffuse it, or it's because you're dealing with some sort of competition or challenges. Or you're dealing with someone that you just know, their MO for you is that they don't speak the truth. And so you're looking to uncover the truth in this, to make sure you're not being lied to. This is also about you trying to avoid any sabotage with someone, or with an opportunity, or whatever this is around for you. With the cup energy, this could be with family or a significant connection. I also feel like some of you are on guard because someone is coming in offering love, but it's someone you don't want it from, because the kind of love that they have to offer isn't a very giving love. It's the kind of love where they're only coming to extend love to you because of who and how good you are and will be for them. Yeah, you have the Empress that flipped over, because you're very nurturing and very kind. And so with the Ace of Wands, they may be looking at what they can initiate to have a new start with you, or to get something started with you. And with this Four of Swords, this is you wanting to put that to rest. You're meditating on the situation, taking a step back, considering things. And with this Knight of Pentacles that flipped out as well, this is you taking your time. This is you being very determined to stay methodical about what it is you want to do and what you will get done here. But I also feel like this is you looking at all the details, surveying the situation, and looking at it practically. And with the Six of Pentacles is to see about the give and take, the reciprocity in the situation, what you get out of it, or what the other person is looking to get out of the situation here. For others of you where this is about an opportunity, this is about you seeing what you can do to build or to prosper a situation by what you can initiate to put something to rest or consider that allows you to get something done. This could also be you wanting to receive help, or seeing where you can get help, or someone is seeing where they can get help with you, as it has to do with trying to seize an opportunity that may be delayed, or how to move an opportunity or offer forward that may not be coming towards you, that you're looking to achieve. Spirit, tell me more about this King of Pentacles, please. Thank you. With the King of Pentacles, yeah, this is about you seeing how to manage things and create what you want successfully. With this Magician, this is about you having all the skills, all the tools, the creativity, the ability to initiate and creatively take action and have the power of influence over your circumstances and manifest what you want in a situation concerning a relationship or partnership or union, where you may be, with this Two of Cups in reverse, wanting to get things done and create what you want in this situation, in this connection, a connection that either is not working, or a connection that you want to reestablish, or a connection that you don't want to be a part of again, or for you to get on the same page with, or to come to an understanding where there may have been a lack of an understanding here, or a lack of agreement. You may be trying to focus on what you can do to establish an understanding and agreement between yourself and someone else, or this may be you just focusing on what action to take that will give you emotional stability and balance. And you may be struggling with how to practically approach and do something, concerned about what can be gained, or how you can gain, or if you will find yourself experiencing some sort of loss. And so this could be internal challenge. For some of you, this is external challenge. But what's important is for you to be able to self-guard or safeguard in a situation, or protect. This is about you focusing on listening to your intuition, your inner voice, because it's indicated here twice. Remember, you do have the High Priestess, where it's here for you to listen, in your third eye chakra. And the third eye chakra is about your intuition, about your insight. Okay, this is the crown chakra. But as an outcome, you do have some